Yeah. They're playing them. Okay. Welcome to Drake Stadium. Bam, we were ready to play football in about 15 minutes, and then about 15 minutes ago it started raining and lightning, and a little rainbow, had a little everything here.
Yeah, Ray, it was odd. We were standing there, it was sunny out with just one rogue cloud, and then it started sprinkling. I had to look around to see if it was rain or, what was going on, and then there was a rainbow in the back of the stadium, and all of a sudden the bottom fell out, and people started scattering, and it's letting up now. I didn't think it would last as long as it has, but it should be out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, both teams were on the field. They had to come off the field. They were doing their warm-ups. They didn't quite get warmed up, I don't think. They'll probably give them more time, so it's probably going to be closer to 8 o'clock before we get kickoff. But
I think both teams probably welcomed it.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It was humid.
It cooled off a good bit real fast, and it should stay cooler as long as the sun doesn't come out with a vengeance after this. But
well, I think the sun is going down, so I hope that is out of here. I did an interview with Coach Chip Walker earlier, and we talked about last week's game and the upcoming game, so I'm going to play that now, and we'll get back to more football after this. Not yet. There you go. Thank you, Patrick. Welcome to the Coaches Show. Coach Chip Walker, Ray McKnight, and Coach, back-to-back wins this week, and I thought it played a really good second half. Good offense the first half. We scored 14 points in the first quarter, both teams. You thought it was going to be a shootout, but we settled in and had a good game.
Yeah, we if we'd have played as good second half, maybe as we did the first half offensively, we could have got that thing over a little bit quicker. I thought our defense made some adjustments around the end of the first quarter and did a much better job, kind of containing what Alexander was trying to do. And it was a little different scheme than what we had seen, a little more RPO based, and we'll see that again tonight versus Griffin. And so it took us a little bit of time to adjust, but I thought we did a really good job with that. And then offensively, I thought we executed a lot of things really good. We still got a lot of work to do, but we're playing, more like we want to play. We were able to throw the ball anytime we wanted to, run the ball and execute, and doing those things obviously opens up, about whatever you want.
Right. Somebody, I told you this earlier, but somebody told me when I was going in the stands, said we start seeing some of that Chip Walker magic.
Yeah.
I like that quote. I mean, but we're seeing it's not the magic; it's just your preparation, how you prepare.
Yeah, and it's the way we want to play football, and our kids have done a great job adjusting and understanding what we want to do, and and then going out and executing. And we got great young men. Our coaching staff is unbelievable, and I just enjoy being around them. So it's a lot of fun, and if we can continue to get better and continue to improve every week, and that's the one thing that we keep talking about as a team. We're trying to take steps each week. I thought last week was the first time that we put two pretty good games back to back. So, now the next steps, let's see if we can't do a third one. If we have the chance to get up and we can finish it at halftime, let's do a better job of finishing it
Right.
at the start of the third quarter, which are some other things that we want to continue to focus on, and signs of good football teams. That's one of the things that, I keep preaching to them, these are what good football teams do, and now let's go out and try to do those things.
And it seems like they bought in, Coach. They really have. It's a young group, really. I mean, you got a lot of sophomores and juniors mixed in with some seniors, and you got a couple of freshmen out there.
Yeah, we've played 3 freshmen on offense just about every game. We'll do it again tonight. I think we got some older skill guys, but a big majority of our skill guys are got at least 1 more year, and a lot of them 2 or 3 more years.
Right.
So we got a good mix, and that's kind of the way we want it to be, so that over time, as this program continues to develop, hopefully we'll be able to maintain a good level and not have a year where we rely on 20 seniors.
Right.
And not have anything behind them. So that's kind of part of the plan, too. And to play a bunch of kids. I think that's one thing that we've done good on both sides of the ball.
Oh, I do too.
We've played a bunch of kids on both sides of the ball, and that's just great experience for those kids in the future.
I think just about everybody that came, got in a game or a play or two.
Yeah, we've done a good job with that and playing meaningful minutes, and it's been good for us.
I'm going to hit that offensive line right quick. Will Anderson, Cameron Hand, center, Carson Knight, Austin Stewart, and Tyler Valerie, and went tight end Tucker Barnett. Those guys really set the pace that first.
When you've run for about 600 yards the last 2 games, them guys up front got to be doing something right.
Right.
And they're doing something. I'll tell you that, that's probably been one of the bigger things that is that offensive line has done a great job of wanting to go in there and pound on people.
Right.
And they've done that, and so we're excited about, what they're doing and hopefully what they're going to continue to do.
Well, and that drive, we talked about it. Patrick and I both thought that was the best drive of the year, that right before that half, and we scored and made it 35-20. That was the offensive line really took charge. That was like a 19 or 17 play drive.
Yeah, it was somewhere 17, 18, 19 play drive. It was 91 yards right before halftime. And it kind of broke Alexander's spirit a little bit, we thought, and
Yep.
It was a good opportunity for us. It was a pretty dominant performance by those guys up front and by the skill guys. We ran the ball good,
Yep.
threw the ball good. That was a good drive from McGinnis. I thought he executed really good on that drive. So, it's we just got to continue to work and get better on things like that.
And we got a lot to build on. I mean, we really do. That impressed me, and to me, that took the wind out of the sail of Alexander, because even when they came out at halftime, they were still flat.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. And they did a good job. We did a good job with that. Defense played really good, especially second quarter on. But I want to make sure that Rad Wire gets a little recognition, because he's done an outstanding job for us in 3 games already. Having him back from injury last year has really given us a boost in the special teams, and he's able to flip the field, which he's done several times. He's just an outstanding kicker and punter. And then Carson Knight and Tucker Barnett, 2 snappers, have done great. Logan Hudson in there, holding and things. They've done a really good job.
And I made a point, we talked about that on a TV show. Rad came back from an injury, and he's so much focused. He's a senior now. He started as a freshman and was hurt his junior year. But it's good to see what he's from where he was to where he is now.
There is no doubt about it, and he's a big reason why we've had a lot of success. There's no doubt about that.
Well, the defense, and I think they had 4 sacks total.
I think we had 4 or 5. I think we had Jeter had 3. And I believe 2 of our linebackers might have had a couple sacks as well. So
I think Jalen Hurd might have had 1, and
they've done a good job. Really,
Ricky Boozer, they were on one I know, and also up front, Darren Gates and Eric Jeter and Jalen Hurd. They have done an outstanding job.
Great job. They're a tough group to block, and they play really hard. It's probably one of the big things if you want to watch kind of a game within a game. If you're a fan sitting in the stands. When we're on defense, watch those front 3 guys and watch how hard they play. They've done a really good job of that. And then also watch how many of those guys we roll in. We got 3 more right behind them that we roll in pretty quick with Kelleher, Brandon Tolbert, T.J. Hill, P.J. Owens. Those guys all get in there, and so we got some depth up front on the defensive line.
Our front 7 are pretty strong, I think.
Yeah, they've done a really good job.
And we rotate, like you said, we rotate them in. Everybody, I don't think we've had a single player get winded or pull a cramp this year, so that tells us we're in
Not
pretty
much.
good shape.
You know, we've done some during the week, so hopefully that on Friday night there is paying off for them.
Of course, McGinnis had another outstanding game. He is, to me, I've seen a lot of quarterbacks come through here. He may be the best by the time he graduates.
Well, you know, he's got a lot of potential, and we're going to take that, you know, one step at a time. But he's really grown and developed. He's got a lot of arm talent. He's got a lot of football sense, a lot of football savvy, and he's understanding more and more each day what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, where our best matchups are, what matchups we like, and that's, you know, those are things that he's getting better at. And hopefully he's only going to get better. You know, we can kind of, the more and more he does, the more and more we can take the reins off and kind of let him go. And it's been good for him that this year everybody around him has a pretty good grasp of what we're doing as well. So we're able to do some things. You know, Woody and Kyle and those guys,
seniors,
have been through what we want to do and been through the fire a little bit. And they understand the offense a lot better than they did, you know, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
So it's been good for him too.
Kyle had a good game, had a couple of big catches in the game.
A couple good first downs.
Yeah, one time he knew exactly where he was in the field and just, you know, caught the ball and stepped out of bounds, saved a time out there.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we got you know, time stopped on the clock, and so he did a good job with that.
AJ, I call him AJ, it was actually Aubrey Carter. He had 3 touchdowns in the game.
26 carries, 144 yards. That is pretty good for a guy who's, you know, I don't want to call him the backup tailback because he's pretty dang good in his own right. You know, the week before that he had about 75 yards on 12 carries. So, you know, it wasn't just a one-game deal last week. He's a really good running back. There's no doubt about it. He's
a real deal, too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these 2 guys we're talking about are sophomores.
Bryson Moss and Aubrey Carter, both sophomores.
And then McGinnis.
Both, and McGinnis, and both really, really good tailbacks, and then obviously McGinnis as well.
And I want to talk about Woody. Woody just had an outstanding game. The first play of the game was a touchdown to him. Perfect pass, right on the money. He ran it in 70 yards, touchdown.
It was, you know, something we planned all week and worked on all week, and we were able to execute it. And you know, he did a really good job with it, the throw, and then obviously Woody made a good catch and getting in the end zone. He comes back later and makes another big one, you know, later on to set up another touchdown, and so. You know, Woody's a dynamic athlete, and he's electric with the ball in his hands. There's no doubt about that.
Hey, really, you can see the crowd kind of ooh-ee when he starts. When they get know something's going to happen. And it's fun to watch.
The players know that too. There's no doubt about that.
It's fun to watch him. Tonight we played Griffin. You've renewed an old rivalry, which I think is great. Used to be, you know, we played them every year.
Yeah, we're excited about it. You know, obviously the Newnan Griffin. I don't know what is there, 25 or 30 miles maybe between the 2 cities. And it's been a rival that's played. I think tonight will be the 50th time. So it's one that we want to try to continue, and we hope that we'll have a great crowd tonight. And I think Griffin will probably have a really good crowd. And you know, they're a typical Griffin team.
Right.
Very athletic, big, fast, strong. You know, well coached. You know, they're going to do a lot of really good things. And so we just got to go out and play. I think I told you this. You know, I think they're probably the favorite to win their region.
Yeah.
So it'll be another good test for us. You know, it's a good playoff team that we need to go and test ourselves against.
Exactly. We look forward to that game. It's at 7:30 tonight at the Drake, between the banks, as Max used to call it, and it'll be fun.
It'll be the last home game for about a month. So make sure you get out there and watch. I think the next home will be homecoming. So come out and support the Cougars. There's no doubt about that.
Please do. Coach Chip Walker, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. With that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you.
College Football Saturday has a new home. HJ Wings and Things in Sharpsburg is now the home of the Scorchers and College Football Saturday. Every Saturday from 11 till 1, come by and say hi as the crew breaks down the day's football matchups. Tell them at checkout that you came to see us and receive 10% off your food order, dine-in or takeout during the show. Starting August 25th through the National Championship, it's HJ Wings and Things in Sharpsburg, live 11 to 1 every Saturday.
Hey man, money is tight. If you need to make a dash for some cash, the fine people at Gentry Recycling in Newnan have some cash that can help you make ends meet. Gentry accepts just about anything and pays top dollar for aluminum cans, scrap metal, copper, cars, and even old appliances. Make a dash for some cash to Gentry Recycling and Auto Salvage. They're at 15 Mayo Royal Road, just west of Newnan off the Carrollton Highway. Or give them a call, 770-254-8233.
Warmer weather after the winter months can only mean it's a great time to go fishing. Hi, this is Shane Prophet, owner of Arnold Grocery in Newnan, and as an avid fisherman, I'm happy to announce we now carry live bait and fishing supplies. At Arnold Grocery, you can get crappie and medium minnows, along with crickets, worms like night crawlers, pinks, and red wigglers. We also carry a variety of basic fishing supplies and tackle. Arnold Grocery, 32 East Washington Street in Newnan, open Monday through Saturday. And you can visit us online at arnoldgrocery.com.
New place or old place? Just doesn't feel like your space? It needs something special, some character, a little pizzazz? Not from a big box store, not some old junk. You need shabby chic. You need to head to Wisteria Lane, located on Raymond Hill Road, with a large variety of home decor furnishings, clothing, and accessories, including antiques, vintage industrial, mid-century modern, jewelry, rugs, and lighting, and so much more. Check them out on their Facebook at Wisteria Lane Antiques and Home Decor. So maybe it's time for that honey-do list, spring cleaning. Got some projects around the house you need to get taken care of, knocked out. So maybe you need, I don't know, some screws, nails, a little sheetrock touch-up. Who knows what project you've got going on around the house? Two things you want to get done. Get it done right. That keeps mama happy. Makes their lives better. Or two, get it done quickly. Big part of getting it done quickly is not spending 2 hours at the big box store trying to find what you need. No better place to go than Complete Hardware. It's complete? Yeah, it is complete. They can give you advice, they can point you in the right direction, and they're going to have the things you need to complete that project you got going on. So when it's time to knock out the honey-do list, finish that project, not spend all day doing it, Complete Hardware, Tyrone, Georgia, convenient and always there with a helping hand.
This is Dr. Len from the Nutrition Shop. If you're frustrated with your health care and need some assistance, stop in and visit us at the Nutrition Shop in the Public Shopping Center by Stars Mills High School, or give us a call at 678-228-8900.
Are you looking for fresh seafood or maybe the world's best chili dog? Then you got to check out the Half Shell right here in Newnan, Georgia. Fresh Gulf oysters, raw baked or fried, and these guys take hot dogs to another level. With great hand-breaded onion rings and fried seafood and much, much more. With local live music on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, drink and appetizer specials, free Texas Hold'em on Wednesdays and Saturday nights, there's always something going on at the Half Shell. Check them out at theworldsbestchilidog.com or on Facebook, the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Hot Dog Shop. Carl Smith & Son Building Supply in Turin, Georgia is your hometown lumber supply company. Whether you're a homeowner looking to do a small project or a builder looking to build an entire home, they have what you need when you need it. Carl Smith & Son Building Supply in Turin, Georgia. Not many things in life are guaranteed. Surprises and the unexpected are one of those guarantees. If those surprises bring you into the legal world, whether it be a bankruptcy, a run-in with the law, or injury due to no fault of your own, you need an advocate that is well-known and well-respected in your community. And in Newnan, Georgia, that is the law offices of Michael West. He is your Newnan, Georgia lawyer. So for bankruptcy, personal injury, and criminal defense, one number to know. That's 404-913-1529. Call for a free consultation. That's 404-913-1529. The law offices of Michael West.
Sharpsburg Tire knows that tires may be the most important part of your vehicle. They carry a complete line of new tires. They also have a good variety of low-mileage used tires. Sharpsburg Tire does computer balancing and total wheel alignment, along with lube, oil, and filter service. Make sure you stop by and see Denny or his daughter Melissa.
College Football Saturday has a new home. HJ Wings and Things in Sharpsburg is now the home of the Scorchers and College Football Saturday. Every Saturday from 11 till 1, come by and say hi as the crew breaks down the day's football matchups. Tell them at checkout that you came to see us and receive 10% off your food order, dine-in or takeout during the show. Starting August 25th through the National Championship, it's HJ Wings and Things in Sharpsburg, live 11 to 1 every Saturday.
Hi, I'd like to invite you to a great show that's new to our lineup every Friday morning at 10 o'clock. It's Coweta Pawn and Friends. If you're looking to get cash with a pawn, you can find out what items will help you get cash and what items won't, which can be helpful, especially if you've never pawned something before. Also, if you're looking for deals, you can get insight as to what Coweta Pawn has and what sales are coming up. Tune in every Friday morning at 10 o'clock on streamcity.org for Coweta Pawn and Friends.
Since 1976, Kemp's Dalton West Flooring has been your go-to for all your flooring needs in the Midwest Georgia area. Stop by one of their 3 convenient locations in Newnan, LaGrange, or Peachtree City. Kemp's Dalton West offers a great selection of products such as carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, tile, and area rugs. Kemp's Dalton West offers free measurements and estimates from a member of their unbeatable customer service or installation teams. Don't have the time to stop by? Visit them online anytime at daltonwest.com.
As a lifelong Newnan resident and Cougar, Van Motla with the Motla Hines team is a proud supporter of Newnan High School athletics. Thanks to Van Motla for helping to make it possible for you to be able to watch or listen to tonight's action. Please don't hesitate to call Van and the Motla Hines team for all your real estate needs. Call today at 678-870-2295. That's 678-870-2295. From the Motla Hines team to yours, go Cougars.
At New Link Wow, local matters. Local keeps our families and businesses thriving. WOW takes pride in serving Newnan and Peachtree City communities and supporting Coweta County charities and events. For fast local internet, call 770-683-1931 and get up to 100 megs of speed for $29.99 a month. Lock in this price, save for a whole year. It's a great value that locals love. At New Link WOW, local matters. Make the switch to local Newlink WOW Internet today. You can save over $400 by locking in this internet deal for the year. Call 770-683-1931 and stay local, stay connected with Newlink WOW.
It's just they're franchise coaches in the high school league.
Oh, they are.
You know, I mean, they're we're very lucky to have them and lucky to have all of them in the community.
Okay.
So,
I just got a word. It was going to be actually an 8:30 kickoff. So it must be some still light in the area. I know the coaches and the AD have that 7-mile barometer, what do they call it, for lightning. So
it's one of those weird nights.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was like a perfect night for football when we got here.
It really was. They got a good tailgate going on.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown Club behind us. And
they do a good job.
They do a good job.
The field, I was talking to the Griffin radio. They're over here tonight, and they don't have their field turf. And, of course, they've got the University of Georgia over there, you know, the extension service.
Office, yeah.
And they don't want the turf because it'd be bad for business for them.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's grass.
Yeah, and I said, well, y'all will be the only school or county that I know that won't have it. And I said, but for us, we need it. We really need it.
Yeah.
So
it looks fantastic. They met their deadline.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually got the permit, you know, like when you're building a house or you get your at 3 o'clock in the afternoon before we played that night at 7:30. But it looks great. Everybody's it's satisfied with it and enjoying it. And, of course, you and Van know this field gets more use than any in the county because of where we're located.
That's right. And the gates are open for people to walk around the track.
Exactly.
And do certain things. So.
And you can come here day or night and see somebody walking around the track. So, and it's been used that way for a long time. So, you know, it's multi-purpose, but it's getting well used.
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to someone down during the rain delay, and we were talking about high schools moving to it, but still you have a lot of colleges who are staying on grass.
Right.
So, and even in pro, if you're not out, if you're indoor or outdoor, you're going to be on grass.
Yeah. I guess if you had your rudders, I mean, with everything being equal, you might want to stay on grass. And like I don't. That's what I told them from Griffin. I said I can understand why y'all would stay on Griffin. Now they're right there in your back door. They're gonna make sure you're gonna have the best looking field because of.
That's right.
You know, it's right there at your back. It's University of Georgia Extension Service, so it's great.
You know, that's interesting. You mentioned about Griffin being. It's been 19 years since Griffin and Newnan have played one another, and when Van and I were in school, Griffin was in our region.
Yeah.
So we battled pretty regularly, and it was. I was telling my son over here, I was like, this is a rivalry. And he was like, they're not in our county. I was like, no, you don't understand. It's close enough. You know.
I remember those. It was 2 games every year you put on your calendar, Griffin and Newnan and Griffin and LaGrange.
That's exactly right.
And those are some of the oldest rivalries in the state still.
Yeah.
I think LaGrange and Newnan is like the second oldest rivalry in the state. Of course, they've dropped down to like 3A now, but we're still playing. Griffin is 5A.
Okay.
And, they played for state 3 years ago.
Okay.
So this is a good program. They really got back to where they were, back in the 90s when y'all were in school. But they're back to that plateau now.
Well, the other thing someone was telling me is they got a couple of
D1.
Prospects out there. So
2 years ago, we played them in the spring game. And they had one of those guys, I think, is a senior this year. But they've been watching them for 4 years over there. So they know they've got them. Griffin's always had the athletes. I mean, we were talking about, I think in the 90s, we had a lot of D1 players, and they did too. It seemed like most of theirs went to Georgia. I remember there's 3 or 4 of them at Georgia playing later, and other schools too, but I remember being over there. They were good, big and fast.
Yeah. You can recognize them. The uniforms are, and the G on the helmet. I mean, you know Griffin's here. So looking forward to a good game. Hopefully we can get it started.
Okay.
45. Well,
Van's directing us now, so we only got 45 more minutes. But
we'll go over there and tell Mike to turn the clock up a couple.
Yeah,
minutes,
exactly.
So.
Speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I want to congratulate you on your new job or new position.
Appreciate it very much.
And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I think of y'all, you and Van and Jay is my family, a part of my family.
Yeah, we do the same.
So
we've been through it.
Yes,
we've
we have.
It's fun to be up here in the booth with you and Van.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Van does a good job, and he knows. He said he didn't keep good statistics, but he does.
No,
he does.
Yeah.
And,
he doesn't have to keep them. He knows them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And after the game the other day, Bryson Moss had a very good game. And he said, you know how many yards he had? And I said, off the top of my head, because Van had already told me 245. And when I saw him later, he said that was it. I said, well, my statistician right here. It's not on paper. It's between. It's right here, in his head.
Yeah, I was talking.
Paper tonight.
His grandfather was telling me that I think he's almost, if he wouldn't have gotten hurt last game, he would have been over 1,000.
Oh,
probably.
Yeah.
He's a special player.
He really is. It's some of those things you see him do, you can't teach that.
That's right.
And if you look at our team, I mean, there's a lot of young talent out there. I mean, there's some seniors. Our offensive line is really senior-oriented, but our skill people are young people.
Yeah.
Of course, Woody Waters is a senior and Kyle McDonald is seniors. But if you look at the two running backs, Aubrey Carter and Bryson Moss, Michael McGinnis, they're sophomores.
Oh, yeah.
So
and if you look at the program, you can really tell that the junior and sophomore list is
yeah.
stacked. So.
And I was talking to Chip, and last year his son came with him from Sandy Creek, Bryant, and he was a quarterback. And I asked him, I said, if Bryant, you know, was going to be his senior year, if he didn't want to come, if he wanted to stay at Sandy Creek, would you have put him with a job of coming? He said no. And that tells me a lot about the dad, you know, just he would stay. But he said, I've always wanted this job. I'm glad he's got it. And he is fun to be around to me.
Super fun.
We came to see you. You rolled out the red carpet to us, and we just enjoyed it, and we'll do it again.
Yeah. It's fun to be around people that bring smiles and you can high five and hug on the way out.
So, heck yeah.
We know that's happening when we get together.
Exactly. Well, we're glad your family's here. Like you said, it looks like the kickoff's going to be about 40 minutes away. They said 8:30.
And there's people still piling in the stadium. That's a good thing.
It is a
people
good.
Are coming to Drake even with the weather.
Exactly, and it looks like Griffin's going to have a pretty good crowd. I didn't know how they would travel with the rain, but it looks like they got a pretty good crowd coming.
Yeah.
We hope. It's always fun when there's more people in the stands.
Oh yeah, and we've been pulling in a good crowd this year.
Yes, we have.
The right players. So.
We're going to end the broadcast and come back on the air at 9 p.m. if we play.
Okay. We're gonna break the broadcast. With me right now is Garnet Reynolds. Garnet, thanks for being here.
Thanks
for having David here. We're gonna break the broadcast right now and come back at 9 o'clock if we do play football. So we'll know then.
Appreciate what y'all do.
Thank you. With that, we'll go back to studio.